Hi guys, Andy here. So I thought I'd better give an Android TV device a whirl. So this one was on offer at some point on Amazon. I think I picked it up for about £32-33. It's currently at $41.99 with Amazon Prime. So it mentions on the box that it's a Kodi media center. I've never really figured Kodi out. I'm reasonably tech savvy. I never really sussed it, including on this device. But that's not too much of an issue because you can basically install stuff off the Google Play Store. We'll see that's the specifications of the device. It's all reasonable. We'll have a look inside the box. We've got the power cord, obviously, an HDMI cable. The actual device, we'll just move that out of the way for the moment to check what else is in there. And two remotes, which is quite handy. One being your fairly standard TV style remote, and the other one being basically a Bluetooth keyboard which will connect into the TV device. We do have some instructions on how to set everything up. It's fairly simple really. Plug the power in, plug your HDMI in, connect it to your Wi-Fi, and off you go really. Here's the actual box itself. It's it feels a little plasticky, but at the same time not really that you're worried about it. So you can see there's 3 USB ports around the side there, a fourth one there. We've got various in and outs for audio. We've got the HDMI, the network, power, all sorts. So I guess the next thing for me to do then is to use the device. So I've been using it for a few months, and then it was only this morning I thought, I suppose really I should try some games. People are always asking you play games on these things or on tablets. I'm not particularly a gamer, so I thought, okay, I'll install a couple of things. You can browse through the Play Store as you would on your phone or a tablet really. I did find that I'd run out of space, so I've installed 10, 12, 14 apps. So there's not a huge amount of space, but I did notice that we have 700 meg of cache data, so let's clear that out of the way. And sure enough then, it was installing just fine. While it was installing, I actually paired up my Gamepad as well, which I did a review of recently if you haven't seen it. And here we go, look, playing Pac-Man on my 40-inch TV on my bedroom wall. Generally, it was, you see that, I feel that sometimes I pressed the direction and it wasn't super responsive. So I'm not sure if I was trying to play something that really relied on quick reflexes, if it would be all that useful. I also installed an app. You see the little 3 dots at the side of the screen there? You might not be able to see them, but it basically brings up kind of my navigation bar, because the Bluetooth keyboard doesn't have a particularly reliable or functional home or back button. And we also see that it's not always the fastest of devices. It does take a little bit of time. There we go. Back to the home screen. So let's see, let's try the karting game. And again, I've edited out a good minute and a half of it loading up, and it actually drops to the desktop now and then, but I think that was like it was trying to load adverts. It was a little bit weird. But unfortunately, this game clearly isn't set up to work with the Gamepad. There's only when I pick back up the Bluetooth keyboard and use the touchpad and the button, which is effectively mimicking me pressing on the accelerator pedal. But I couldn't find any way of, because I assume it uses an accelerometer to steer the cart, and obviously this TV box doesn't have an accelerometer. To me, none of that's particularly important because I only really have this box to be able to watch TV, and as you can see, Netflix runs just fine, and that's really all I was particularly after. I actually bought it, just kind of to try it really. I didn't really need it. I'm just a bit inquisitive. But at the same time, I think I was watching Preacher on Amazon, and I've only got one Amazon Fire Stick, so if I go into my living room, I can't watch Amazon. And actually, this is Amazon loading up. I did find quite often I'd load Amazon, it would think for about a minute, then it would drop back to desktop. I found if I'd left the box on for 20 minutes, normally everything would work great. And again, I booted up today, not even used it for probably about a month, and it seemed to be a little bit sluggish, but then it seemed to speed up. I guess it's doing various different updates, and actually, you see here, it's moving reasonably smooth around the Amazon the Amazon app, and we'll see it now. So this is a bit of a quicker switch to desktop. I did find a couple of apps, so in this case we're going to go into the Flickster app. I've got a few movies on Flickster. You get codes with Blu-rays and such, and you get to choose. Hopefully you get the HD code. Now you're almost going to have to take my word for it, but at this point the movie should be playing, and if you can see that there, the time is ticking over and you just get a blank screen. I don't know if it's a codecs issue. I don't know if Flickster block it in some way. I can't think why they would, but it just doesn't work. So there is the possibility as well, you can put, so you saw obviously the USB ports, there is a memory card slot. You can put things in with your own media on and play it all locally. That is an option. I don't really have anything to show you. I mean, you know, what is it? What more is there to know? You can do it, basically. We'll also have a quick look. There is settings. Well, I don't know how well that's showing up with the bright white squares when you're highlighting them. But yeah, there are a variety of options there. And obviously this is where I went to pair up my Bluetooth controller. There are obviously more settings, and I think that kind of just shows you a bit more like you would see on a tablet perhaps. So all in all, it seems quite a good device. Is it worth it for £42? I guess that's up to you. How much would you use it? It is a little sluggish. It's not the speediest of devices, but it does do the job. Once I've got my media up and playing, there certainly aren't any problems. I do like you get the two remotes in with the package, the one that's kind of a fairly conventional TV remote, and then the Bluetooth keyboard with a touchpad. Definitely quite handy. So there you go. I mean, it's not amazing, but I guess really it does the job. Whether it's worth £42 is up to you. I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below. But for now, my name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.